Love reaction from Divine. Right, first record for Proto was, in fact, You Think You're a Man. Can you tell us how this came about, the song, rather?
Well, we signed with them, and then they were looking, had like a talent, what would you call it, a talent hunt or a talent search. They, I think, had advertised, didn't they, for people to send in tapes, and demos of records they had written. And they sort of dwindled it down to 5 or so that they liked, and we listened to a few of them, and I remember a couple of them, I even said, ugh, but this one sort of ever stuck in everyone's mind. We really liked it and thought that it would be a good one to do as our first one with Proto, and then we went to the studio and we cut it, and I thought it sounded quite good. I liked it a lot.
Did you think it was going to be the big hit that it actually turned out to be?
I never really count on anything, because I was hoping that I'm So Beautiful would be a great big hit, too. But it wasn't the hit that You Think You're a Man is. I mean, it did very well, but it didn't do as well. So, I mean, you really shouldn't, I never set my, what is the word?
You never set your sights too high?
My sights too high, because you just let down a lot. But so it makes it even a bigger thrill when it is a bit, something good happens.
That's right. Now, of course, I must touch on, although we're on a different sort of network, I must touch on the Top of the Pops appearance. Did you enjoy that?
Well, I did. They didn't, but I did. I had a real good time. I was quite thrilled to be on that program, Top of the Pops. I mean, it's like such the program to be on, in England. It's been around forever, from what I understand. And
sure.
Something like 6 million people watch it or something. So, I mean, the exposure and everything that you get from it's unbelievable. And, of course, the record sales and everything, it's great for that. But just to be invited to be on there is quite a thrill. And when I finally was in the top 40 for the second week in a row, they had to put me on. I don't think they had any choice. And so we went on, and they said, you're a pop star now. I said, when did this happen, I said, well, you're on here? I thought, well, all right, great. And they told me I lined up my costumes, and they showed me which one they wanted. And they told me what I could do and what I couldn't do. More was what I couldn't do. And so I went on, and I did abide by all the rules. We were there all day. I did rehearsals 3 times, and I did the show. And when I did the show, I certainly didn't do anything different than I had done before. And then they tell me they got 2,000 complaints. And I just think, well, that's BS. I mean, I don't know what you can say on the radio here, but 2,000 complaints out of 6 million, I mean,
nothing.
What's nothing? What does that matter? I mean, you're going to get 2,000 people that are going to complain if Frank Sinatra's on television,
Sure.
I mean, or Diana Ross, I don't care who you are. So I think they sort of jumped the gun. They said, we can't have 2,000 complaints, so you can't come on the show anymore. And I thought, well, I don't understand this at all. What did I do? I mean, the only way I can describe how I felt was complete shock. I mean, I was upset, and I was completely shocked. I mean, I don't know if it was the drag or a man being in a dress. I really can't believe that, since people like Danny LaRue have made their living for the last 100 years wearing a woman's dress.
Right.
And, I mean, it's just been always very traditional here, especially in England. Even Sir Lawrence this and Sir that, they've all done drag bits.
Of course.
In your Christmas pantomimes and things.
That's right.
And I don't know if it's because I'm fat. I mean, I'm sure a lot of the people sitting on their big asses at home watching the television are fat, too. So,
I think we're getting a touch of the Divine character coming
well, it comes out. I get angry once in a while, but... No, I don't understand it to this day, to tell you the truth, and I've never really been given a good reason why from the BBC. But when the newspapers did come to my defense, which I was quite shocked about, too, and flew even to Germany to interview me, and who does the BBC think they are? They did call and say, listen, you can come back on the show, more or less get them off our back. But no, we've been told now if I chart again, I can come back on again.
Oh, really?
But then they won't give the records any airplay. So
that is the problem.
Yeah. So they try to make sure that I don't chart again, but I'm going to.
I'm sure you will, because I know we don't actually have a copy of it, and perhaps in the interview it's a little soon to mention it, but we may as well get over it at this point. I think your new record, because I know the song, I think we can talk about it, because by the time that the broadcast goes out, we should have a copy of it from Proto.
Yeah, you'll get it soon, I think.
Yes, and in fact, perhaps maybe even before the actual tape is broadcast, since we've admitted the fact that we're broadcasting, we might even just have a copy to put on at the tail end of the show. You never know. The song is going to be, well, you can tell us about it.
Well, it's, who did it first?
Four Seasons.
Four Seasons. I must give them credit. The Four Seasons, and it's called Walk Like a Man. It's another one of my Man series records. But it's an up-tempo dance, high energy, whatever you want to call it, disco version.
Right.
And I think it's very good. I did it last week in London when I came in, and I quite liked it. The record producers quite liked it. So usually, if they like it, they have to pay for it. So that's good.
The record company like it as well, do they?
Yeah.
That's good. Well, hopefully we can play this at the tail end of the show, but if not, then I guarantee that we will actually be playing it in the very near future, so stay tuned to this wonderful radio station for one of the first playings of Divine's song, which is a remake of the Four Seasons, Walk Like a Man. I can just imagine you doing that on stage. Do you know that? You'll be stomping around there, waving the arms, shaking the belly and the bum. And
I can get a whip and beat a few people, too, I think.
Oh, really?
I don't know what to do, yeah.
But actually, this is something that Divine on stage should do, is carry a whip and,
shut people up in the audience when I'm talking.
Why not? Certainly make a change.